Coming to you from one of the most resourceful, independent, and badass generations of all time. Welcome to the Gen X Brothers Podcast.
Hey, greetings, my doomsday dwellers.
Hey.
Welcome.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
How you doing today, Eric?
You're all right, man. You're geared up. We got a crazy show today, but I'm not going to say anything yet.
Yeah, you're pumped up.
Yeah.
Well, I do have to say something,
Ambulance standing by.
Blitzkrieg, yeah. I do have to say something real quick here. Recently, I drove across the country with my son, and I'm going to say something that's not very popular to start the show. And I'm not talking about all of them, but there is a certain number of these people on the planet or on the roads that are basically the worst pieces of shit on the planet. And that is truck drivers. Okay.
Oh, shit.
I'm not talking about all of them. I'm sure there are some.
Yeah. I got a lot of friends that are truck drivers, man.
But I swear to you, driving across the country through Arizona, through New Mexico, through Texas, I have come across the biggest assholes, motherfuckers that have no respect whatsoever for other cars on the road, man. They are just fucking horrendous. I'm telling you, so many times I was driving. Listen, if I'm in a lane, I have the fucking right of way. Whatever lane I'm in, whether I'm in the fast lane or whether I'm in the slow lane, the passing lane. If I am in the fast lane, passing a truck, almost every time I came across, listen, I don't know what they're going to fucking do. I don't know if they're trying to gather speed or pass the truck in front of them. But at the least they could do is put a fucking blinker on before they almost run me off the road. Okay, twice at least.
Would you see the blinker though? Would you see the blinker because the truck is so big? And,
well, yeah, you see the blinker. It's a huge truck. They got these fucking blinkers coming out of nowhere.
Maybe they're putting it on, but it takes a while for it to get to the end of the truck.
Well, okay. So back in the day, many years ago, there used to be a rule. At least this was my understanding: is that if a trucker puts his blinker on, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, if you see it, the courteous thing to do is to let them in. And I get that because they're big, they can't see. So you flash your lights and you kind of let them know that you're letting them in. And usually if you don't flash your lights or let them know I think it was by the sixth time it blinks, then they're allowed to go. That was my understanding. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's correct or whatever. That's just what I heard. If the blinker goes off 5 to 6 times, then they're allowed to go because, hey, they gave you plenty of warning. But I'm telling you, every fucking time, either they wouldn't put a blinker on at all, or they would just put it on and it would flash once, and then they would just fucking go right in front of me when they could clearly see I was passing them, that I was doing 80, 90 miles an hour. And that's the speed limit. 80 miles an hour is the speed limit in Texas and New Mexico. But they're going like 60, 70 miles an hour. And they just fucking go right in front of me. Like, and twice this happened where they came right into my lane and I had to slam on my brakes and slide out into the middle divider because they just came right fucking in my lane. Like nothing. And they're just so fucking inconsiderate, So fuck you, truckers. I know everybody's supposed to support the truckers. I do support the truckers, but there are certain drivers that are just completely irresponsible. And they probably know this. The good truckers probably know that there are a certain number of irresponsible motherfucking fuckheads.
What's worse, truckers or Asian drivers?
An Asian trucking driver. I don't know.
How about an Asian woman trucker?
That's fucking racist, man.
I'm going to get heat for that one.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why it's getting so bad is because I know there's a lot more female truckers on the road these days, but
those mother truckers.
That would be
mother
sexist.
trucking mother. Hey, do you remember when we were kids though? We used to love trucks though. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, we used to drive next to.
Remember we used to do where you do the thing and get them to honk the horn. We just stand up. Remember the trailer park? We used to stand on that road for hours, man, just letting those trucks go by.
And they would go and honk and.
Yeah. And then we even had a little collection of the die-cast little metal trucks, and it was like a big thing for us to collect those little trucks.
And I think we even had a walkie-talkie at some point to where if you were on the right channel, you used to be able to talk with the truckers.
Well, remember I used to have that little guitar amp. This is after I started playing guitar, and somehow the truckers would actually it was a little state of the art amp or whatever they called it.
Yeah, and
then.
it picked up their transmissions.
Yeah, it would pick up we'd be hearing them talking and stuff through my amplifier.
And then we got walkie-talkies at some point. We're like, breaker 19 and all that shit.
We used to prank call. That's how bad we were prank calling. Not only did we prank call using phones, but we were so addicted to prank calling, we actually used the CBs and walkie-talkies.
Yeah, just to fuck with people.
Fuck with the truckers.
But no, I mean, that's what I mean. There used to be a general respect, and I don't know where that's gone. And maybe some of you good truck drivers out there can let us know, write to us and tell us, or
yeah, I got a few friends that are truck drivers, and they, obviously they're probably, I don't know what they do on the road, but obviously our uncle too was a truck driver.
Yeah, our uncle grew up
Uncle Tommy,
Foster Farms.
Foster Farms.
But I'm telling you, listen, I got no problem with a truck driver who puts on his blinker, waits for a clearing and go. And people are going to say, oh, but sometimes it's hard for truckers to drive when they're going uphill. They got to catch speed and they don't want to lose speed. Yeah, but if there's traffic, you still got to slow down. So fuck you. Why do you then have to fucking cut me off or cut anybody off for that matter? Just because you want to gain an extra mile, because you're going to cut me off in the fast lane. I'm doing 90. You're going 1 mile an hour faster than the truck beside you. So now I'm stuck behind you for like 20 fucking minutes while you climb up the hill. Fuck you, like why do you get paid to fucking drive? You're getting paid to be in that job. So regardless of whether you go 1 mile faster or slower, whereas I could go 10 to 20 miles faster. Why are you fucking... And again, it has nothing to do with that, really. It has to do with the right of way. I'm in the fucking lane. I have the right of way. Just because you put your blinker on doesn't mean you have the right to just fucking maul me over and go right into the other lane. Fuck you. It's like, that shit pisses me off, man. Have some fucking decency and courtesy.
Yeah. It's probably because of the size of their trucks. They just feel that power.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, they know that they can just fucking run you over, and they don't give a shit about it.
That's why you need to become a truck driver, man, so you can set the standard what they need to be going by.
And just to be fair, I did see at one point, a truck driver who went into the fast lane, and I let him go, and there was another car in front of me, and actually there wasn't a car in front of me. There was this asshole coming up behind me, cut in front of me, this little tiny car, and then the truck, you knew it was going to get over once it passed the other truck, right? So as soon as it passed the other truck that it was passing, this little car just fucking jammed right onto the side because it was impatient. And I'm impatient too, but I'm not I don't have a death warrant. They fucking just jammed right in there, and then the truck was going over and it almost crushed that little car. But, Yeah. I mean, so I can understand that there are cars that are assholes too. But fuck you, truckers. Have a little bit more decency for the cars around you. So fucking get the truckers. I say make all trucks electric. Get them off the fucking road. Put them in a tunnel underground. Like make a Elon Musk boring company. Just fucking build tunnels throughout the whole fucking United States and let the trucks go through there. Keep them off of my fucking road.
Hey, buddy, what are you talking about us truckers for like that? Hey, what is this? What you got against us truckers?
I got everything against you motherfuckers. No.
ATAB. All truckers are bastards, right? Like ACAB. So all cops are bastards. All truckers are bastards. You're going to be spray painting that all down.
Well, not all. Again, for me to say all of anything is just ignorant. Not everybody is bad. There are good truck drivers. There's good people out there. Yeah. But those truck drivers know that there's a select few assholes that probably don't know how to drive. They probably got their license in a hurry because of the crunch of people needing more drivers on the road. And they're careless. They're fucking careless as shit, man.
Put it this way. One bad trucker is one bad trucker too many.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing, driving through Texas, man, there's one thing about Texas. They don't let you forget what fucking state you're in, because I'm telling you, even when I was driving through the fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre neighborhoods, deep in the heart of Texas, every fucking block, you either saw a flag, a Texas flag, or a symbol of Texas, or a star of Texas, or the fucking outline of the state of Texas. Everywhere fucking A, I've never seen so many Texas flags in my life. They don't want to forget, or they have short memory spans. They don't know where they're at. They got to remember what state they're in, but fucking A.
Did you see Ted Cruz leaving for Cancun or anything?
Kicked his ass out. That's what I did. No.
Every time you see a meme and it shows Ted Cruz with packing his bags walking through the airport,
that's
on his way to Cancun.
I hope so, man. Fuck Ted Cruz. His own party hates him, man.
I like that one meme where it shows Zelensky like all geared up for battle in Ukraine, and the other pictures like Ted Cruz walking through the airport going to Cancun. Getting away. Like they're politicians versus our politicians.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking coward ass motherfucker, man. So that's my rant this week because, like I said, I was driving across the country, man. I was pissed off in fact, I enjoyed driving through. There was at some point I was driving through the upper part of Texas from San Antonio over to Lubbock, Texas. And it was basically, like I said, it was rural shit. There was no one around, but at least there were no truckers on the road on that area, even though I had to stop every 20 miles to go through some little fucking town. But beautiful country, but I'm pretty sure if I broke down, I'd be fucking getting fucked with the pigs or something like that at any point. Yeah. So.
Well, my little rant is whoever the Amazon guy is that packed my frickin' Judas Priest record and to mail it to me instead of putting it in the cardboard box like you're supposed to, they just put it in a plastic bag and then deliver. And then when I got it, it was all bent up and shit. Like, well, the record's fine, but the cover's all bent.
Yeah, well, fucking make them replace it because that shit's supposed to be a collector's item, right?
Kind of was a reissue, but still.
Yeah, but you can say that. You can say, hey, I bought this to be a collector's item. How am I supposed to fucking collect it with this bent ass fucking case?
My Donald Trump Funko came all bent up. That thing's worth $120. Now mine's are worth like $10. But if it was in mint condition, like all my other ones, it would have been worth $120. And I paid $40, but it came from China. Whoever shipped it from China didn't put it in a box; they just put it in a plastic bag.
Yeah, wow.
They got it all bent up.
Yeah, I guess the people.
But
from China,
Donald Trump, so you got to figure, anything you get from Donald Trump's going to be fucked up.
Anything you get from Donald Trump's going to be from fucking China. That's the best part. He believes in America first. He sells America out first. That's what he believes in, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
Donald Trump's the first one to sell you out to China. That's motherfucker. China.
Yeah, it's crazy shit, man.
Yeah.
The world's falling apart, but we're still standing.
We're pretty much here, man, to fucking stand for Ukraine. I know we got a lot of shit on our TikTok for people fucking complaining and whining and bitching because we're saying that a lot of the Republicans are for Russia and not for Ukraine, which, again, I'm not saying I'm never going to say all the people. Yeah. There's a certain select few of people that are stupid. There's a certain select few of people, and they just happen to be Republicans. They just happen to be part of QAnon.
Well, look at the terrible three, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Matt Gaetz, and that freaking Boebert or whatever her name is.
Yeah. Marjorie.
But there was like eight Republicans out of that just voted against that bill to help Ukraine, or there's some kind of bill that was supposed to be helping with Ukraine, and there were the only eight that voted against it, and they're just plastering their pictures all over the place.
Actually,
they're looking all defiant. Like,
to stay on politics, that kind of pissed me off because Joe Manchin, right, who is supposed to be a Democrat or whatever, and again, I'm for neither side, but I'm for both sides. I'm for whatever helps the American people out. But this motherfucker was complaining when that Build Back America thing from Joe Biden about spending all this money on America, right? He was fucking complaining. I don't want to spend billion or whatever the fuck. I don't remember the details, right? He was complaining. But then he's fucking proud as shit that he just passed that bill and saying, oh, I want more money for the Ukrainians. I want billions of dollars for the fucking... Like, okay, I understand if you want to be that way for both sides. Hey, I want billions of dollars for Americans and I want billions of dollars for Ukraine. But don't fucking knock shit on America, right? And say, I don't want this much money to go to Americans, but you're okay with spending that much money on Ukraine? Fuck you flip-flopping piece of shit.
Maybe it's a marketing strategy. He's probably, when he runs for president, he's going to be able to just get everybody's vote no matter what.
No, he's a fucking flip-flopping fucking dipshit piece of fucking cocksucking motherfucker, man. I hate those people. I hate all fucking politicians. They're all like that, man.
That's why I'm glad to be independent, man. Just like call them all out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a Democrat. I'll call this fucking dumbass out. I'll call a Republican out. I'll call any of you motherfucking dipshits out, man. You fucking...
Call it like we see it.
Like I said, help the American people and help Ukraine. Help everybody. But don't be fucking stingy when it comes to America and then proud to blow a bunch of fucking money on Ukraine,
Yeah.
Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Spend everybody. We're paying taxes on. We're the ones paying for that shit, my tax dollars. So fucking have it go all the way around, man. Help
Thank you.
everybody.